There are 6 commemorative trees presently at the Arboretum, and we really hope there will be more to come. There is a sugar. These are in the order that they were donated to us. There's a sugar maple in loving memory of J. James Guerra, 1908-1979, a 49-year Stelco employee. These are what's on the little plaques. There's a red maple in loving memory of Audrey and Ronald Thompson Sr., loving you forever, your children and their families. There's a red oak in Kemp family in loving memory of our dad, Stuart, and our brother, Peter, forever in our hearts. Love the family. There's a honey locust, which is right behind us here, in loving memory of James and Ella Lee. St. Lawrence Cafe, later the James Cafe, 1927-1958. The 9 Lee children and their families, and there are a lot of them here today. There's a yellow birch, in loving memory of Stanley Stewart Murray, Claire Mitchell Murray, the Murray family, 2014. And there's a white oak in loving memory of Jim and Lena Copeland. The Gananoque Forestry Advisory Committee, the developers of the Arboretum, along with the town of Gananoque and the assistance of Tree Canada and the TD Friends of the Environment, wish to thank the families who have participated in our project. If any commemorative tree donors or their families or guests would like to say a few words at this time in memory of their past relatives, we'd appreciate it now. So would anybody like to say something about their donation of the tree? Anybody? Jim?
Just to prime the company. I think first of all, I want to thank Peter and Doug, John Cornish, who worked so hard for our trails and for the Arboretum. Otherwise it wouldn't be here. It wasn't the staff of the town of Gananoque. It was a group of volunteers that made it happen, which so often happens in a small town. We really rely on our volunteers. But just a comment about my dad. He did work 49 years at Stelco and the lower plant as well. I chose the sugar maple because he had a sweet tooth.
Which you've inherited.
He loved maple syrup, varsity corn chocolates, and I'm going to guess the reason for it, because there's a little story here. My dad grew up, I hate to say a dysfunctional family, but his mom died when he was 12, and his dad abandoned the family. And so my dad left school at age 12 to work for the Steel Company of Canada and its predecessor. And so he would be really pleased to see that we planted a tree. He's probably not so pleased to think that we're having this event to celebrate. He was very modest. I should point out too, there's another plaque down here, way down by the dog park, commemorating Stelco for being, or the commemoration of Stelco being here for so many years. When we put the plan on this particular park, one of the things we've hoped to do beside trees was to have one of the decommissioned drop forgings, one of the big hammers. And the plan was to put it over in the corner and say this is where the heartbeat of Gananoque existed for so many years. Unfortunately, the forgings were all disappeared, or the hammers all disappeared. We didn't get to do that. But, so without any further ado, I hope I've primed the pump a bit. Maybe somebody else will come and say a few words about their particular family. Thanks for coming. Limited site, and I may lose my lines here. Bear with me. I'm David. I'm number 5 in the family. And,
Well done.
Anyway, I'd like to commend the town for honoring the workers of Stelco, the
wonderful location for a park on the former factory site. I think it's commendable that they did that, and I wish them all the luck in the future on this future vision for the park, whatever that may be. It's a bit ironic, I think, because everyone in town, you could hear those incessant hammers going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and if they ever stopped, you couldn't go to sleep. So it's funny that now we got a nice peaceful park instead of this big noisy machine that's going on for how many years. I'd like to thank Doug and Peter in particular, because we dealt with Peter most, but Doug and Peter, John, I haven't met John.
It's a joint venture.
But they certainly did a wonderful job, I think, with the plaques and getting the trees planted. And certainly I'd like to thank Peter for meeting us down here a couple of times when we called him and said we'd be here on a weekend. He very nice, thoughtfully come over and took us around and showed us what we could do or what we couldn't do. She didn't write it big enough for me. If I did, yeah, thank you. I need my monitor here. When Peter mentioned to the eldest brother that's alive today, Albert, about 2 years ago about this project, we really were enthusiastic about getting the opportunity to honor our mom and dad, who many of you probably didn't know. They were in town from my dad was here earlier, from 1927 to 1958, and ran a restaurant those years, and so it was really nice that we thought that we could have a living memorial here after all these years. It's 56 years in 1958. Oh yes, okay, yeah, and also for us as brothers and sisters, it was a chance for us to sort of give something back to the town, like really worthwhile project. My dad, just a little bit about my dad, he came to Canada when he was 14 from southern China, landed in Victoria, ended up in Kingston, learned how to cook, and all that kind of thing in Kingston and on the islands. Went back, I guess accumulated enough money and enough experience to go back to Victoria and get married, and brought out this 19-year-old bride to Gananoque, and we wanted to start a restaurant and start a family. Well, I think he was pretty successful at both. The family, I don't need to say anything about that. 9 children in 20 years is probably pretty good. And the restaurants, his first one was called St. Lawrence Cafe, right across from the town park. I think the building was sort of next door to the Legion. And the second one, after the Depression, we moved up to where Woodley's Jewelers is now. And then until his death in 54, he had to move the restaurant to one of the largest Chinese restaurants in town that was now West Side Moroni. So he was really a self-made businessman, and they both worked so hard and so long to give all us kids an education that they never had. So we were very thankful for that. Okay, got that done. Oh yes. Here today, the family, we got 6 of the 7 surviving members of our original family, and with our sons and daughters, and some with their sons and daughters. Chinese tour bus going through it. Just us coming back for a dedication. When Mom left Gan in '58 with the two youngest girls, 4 years after Dad died, our hearts never left this place. A few of us, Albert and myself, George, and Millie, we had the family cottage down in Thousand Island Parkway. Now my wife and I, we have one. George deserted us and moved up to Westport. And Albert had the family cottage until when, Albert? 2004 or something? Is that late? Anyway, late 90s. So we've never left Gananoque. We've always come back, and I think our kids probably got sick of us hearing about how good Gananoque was.